Music. Did you know that within just 3 weeks, I guided an average man to turn a woman who once overlooked him into someone completely captivated by him? Lacking confidence, he had spent thousands on gifts and overwhelmed her with constant caring messages, yet she stayed distant. But after applying the principles I'm about to reveal, she began actively seeking his attention. Over my 7 years of psychological research and counseling, I've seen countless men fail in pursuing the women they truly want. Not because they lacked value, but because they were fighting without the proper tools. Today, for the first time, I'm going to uncover the most powerful techniques that blend dark psychology with Stoic philosophy. A near-perfect combination of modern psychological influence and ancient philosophical insight. What I'm about to share isn't about cheap tricks or manipulation. It's about the subtle mastery of understanding and guiding human emotions. I should warn you, after this video, you won't view relationships the same way again. You'll begin to notice subtle signals you previously ignored, and most importantly, you'll hold the most powerful tools to win the heart of any woman you desire. Make sure you stay until the end, because the final technique is the most essential, something 99% of men never realize. 1. The art of scarcity. Let me introduce you to the first and perhaps most powerful principle in dark psychology, the art of scarcity. There's a basic truth most men fail to understand. We naturally desire what isn't easily accessible. Think about luxury bags people wait months or even a year for, or limited edition sneakers that have people lining up overnight. It's not necessarily because they're far superior, it's because they're rare. But here's the interesting part. When it comes to attracting women, most men do the exact opposite. They're always available, replying instantly, and canceling plans just to meet her. Then they wonder why they're not seen as special. The Stoics taught that what comes easily is rarely valued. As Marcus Aurelius once said, a man's worth isn't measured by how much time he gives, but by the quality of that time. So how do you apply this principle wisely? First, build a life that's genuinely valuable. Don't pretend to be busy. Actually engage in meaningful pursuits. When she texts you, instead of replying immediately with, "What are you doing?" wait until you truly have the time. Then respond, "Sorry, just wrapped up a meeting, I'm free now." The point isn't the delay, it's the value behind it. Second, focus on quality over quantity. One meaningful, well-planned date filled with intention and surprises holds far more weight than several average meetups. I once had a client who used to see a woman nearly every day. Coffee runs, quick lunches, casual hangouts. After my advice, he reduced it to once a week but made each meeting unforgettable. The result? She couldn't stop anticipating the next time they'd meet. And here's the key. Never make it seem like you're intentionally creating distance. Dark psychology isn't about pretending. It's about truly increasing your value so your scarcity becomes natural. Let me share a real example. One of my clients had been chasing a woman for 6 months without success. After applying this principle, he shifted his focus to personal growth, career, and meaningful activities, only meeting her when he could offer quality time. Within 3 weeks, she was the one constantly seeking him out. Remember, the goal isn't to be unreachable. It's to become worth chasing. When you combine scarcity with Stoic self-worth, you create an aura that naturally attracts. And this is just the beginning. The next technique becomes even stronger when paired with this. 2. The power of calculated indifference. Now let's explore one of the most counterintuitive yet powerful ideas. Calculated indifference. This doesn't mean being cold or careless. It means understanding a deep psychological truth. As Epictetus said, the one who becomes overly attached becomes a slave to others' emotions. This wisdom aligns perfectly with modern psychology. Let me tell you about Michael, a client who was emotionally invested in every reaction, every message, every slight shift in tone from the woman he liked. If she delayed replying, he panicked. If her energy dropped, his mood collapsed. And what happened? The more he cared, the less she did. Here's why. When your emotional state depends entirely on someone else, you signal lower value. But when you stay emotionally grounded regardless of their behavior, you display inner strength. Here's how to apply it. First, develop emotional independence. If she takes hours to respond, instead of waiting anxiously, focus on your own life. If she seems distant, remain composed. You're not pretending, you're prioritizing your own purpose. Another technique is the mirror strategy. Match her level of investment. No more, no less. If she sends a short reply, keep it beyond